Good afternoon, Sierra Leone. Good afternoon, Kona District. Good afternoon to all the Salon picking the wedding at the diaspora and una wede na Salon back home. And to the Kona picking the wedding at the diaspora and una wede back home na Sierra Leone. This na David Bongo the Canto from Kona News Network, and I believe say we all enjoy the last few days of 2025 and we welcome 2026 with gladness, well body and prosperity. I want to tell thank you to the one that always don't subscribe to this channel. If you're not subscribed to this channel yet, if na your first time this for see or watch, I ask for you now all subscribe. This na news where they come from Sierra Leone and it will go back to Sierra Leone. I want to look at a very important topic this afternoon. We get for do with after diamonds now waiting next na Kono district. And after diamond now waiting next na Sierra Leone. But before I go there, I will say thank you to executives of Kono organizations. ECHO, we don't try very hard all over this time inside 2023, 2024, 2025 for CC, yes, then try for fight against historical injustice and bring justice to the people them. For make the voice of the voiceless people them, make all man they hear them and listen them and do what they need and give them what they deserve. Today, as I say, we will look at after diamonds and gold in Kono district, what next? So I go for the talk about a few topics them, and then I go ask deep questions the way I expect una for either call in or answer the questions then in una own quiet time. So the first part where I get for discuss this afternoon something we get for do with the question, this question. Kono gave diamonds and gold to Sierra Leone and the world. What did Kono receive in return? And what must Kono now give to itself? Kono don't give diamond to Sierra Leone, it don't give diamond to every part of the world. But what Kono now supposed for give to itself for make it realize benefit out of their mineral resources then they. We get for look at some reality checks and what we for do today. So the key questions that we are going to talk about here now this. Kono is rich in resources but poor in infrastructure. We see say government institutions are not bokuna Kono district. Where government pull money, spend and build institutions, then they're not bokuna Kono district. If they are there, very, very few. So would they ask, would they talk say Kono rich in resources but a poor in infrastructure? Also, mining wealth created elites, educational people them, but not development. Kono also get a high rate of youth and unemployment and migration out of the district. Environmental destruction and abandoned mining pits where they act as death traps for we people them. Also community divisions, politics, tribes, chiefdoms, mining interests, and then weak local governance and accountability. But all that here where I don't talk so, if we don't sit down and reflect, we know say Kono get boku resources them, but enough benefit out of their resources than they. We also know say Kono don't create a lot of wealthy people them in the world, but that not translate into development na Kono. Kono picking them, young boy them, young girl them, we want for go school, boku where they finish high school not get opportunity for go university. That na the reason where they create unemployment and so they even decide for come out of the province. So when they talk to we authorities then, the deep question where I want to ask, did diamonds develop Kono? Or did diamonds destroy Kono's developmental culture? This is a question where I ask for let ponder over them and think over them. Una digest them and see how una go discuss them at una family dinner table and now on various social groups. The next thing we I want to talk about now economic diversification. beyond mining. Wetin are the alternatives the way we dey expect the government for really think for doing a kono? Wetin are the expectations them, alternatives the way we dey expect? We kono stakeholders them, politicians as well as traditional leaders. Wetin are the alternatives the way for think about? Now some of them here so we me don put down wey I want for read now. Commercial agriculture wey get for do with rice, cocoa, oil palm or wetin we dey call palmine and vegetables. Agro processing industries, side wey dem dey process agricultural produce dem, wey go able create job for we youth them, and that go make them not move out of the province, and that go also raise income for the municipalities them who side their agricultural produce and the comot. Livestock and fisheries. We know say some young man then, some people then don dey now na kono, according to wetin have been discussed the last time with the district chairman, where some people they produce rice now on a commercial basis, they don't go out of Sierra Leone, where the government sponsor them for go land small business again, but then till and day, we want for tell thank you to them people then day, and with the hopes the government will continue for support. Then small scale businesses, where they translate into big scale business. Small scale manufacturing them, like block making, furniture, and food processing, as I just don't say. Then we for also encourage tourism, we go for do with kono history, the rivers, the culture, post-mining rehabilitation sites, we will for make them very attractive, so that people then go come, they want they will not one day experience mining in their life, or will not see where mining don't take place, then go see that side and they, and that self go raise fund for we municipalities then. Inside there, I get 3 questions then for ask, deep questions. Why has farming not replaced mining in Kono? How can mining skills be converted into other livelihoods? Also, what stops private investors from trusting Kono? Then one they ask now deep questions the way we all for ponder over, we for think over. The first one we say, why has farming not replaced mining in Kono? Then they all man don't see. When they dig diamond, when they dig pits, then they left them pits, then they don't know they close them. And that boku all over the districts them, all over the districts, and the chiefdom them who say mining don't particularly take place. Recently with the Yeri and with the sea, how people then they die, now they mining pits their way, then don't left open, company then they make big pits. When they finish, they not care, they can left and so, they abandon and then go. And where people themselves see, community people themselves see that, then they become attracted, they feel say they go able to go there and find their livelihood. And some don't lost their life, but who person don't lost their life while doing that. So we talk to the government, through with traditional leaders, through other stakeholders, politicians in Akono district, make them start for think about this. Where diamond done na Akono district, where diamond done na Sierra Leone, waiting Kono go embark on. Now the time where a good for let we start for think about that. Let we not see don't take the term reach and then it take we on a surprise. So this now a message to all with leadership, from president come down to the least section chief or town chief or youth man then na the country. Also we go look now at point number 4 where I get role of Kono people themselves. Collective responsibility, how we go show that. So development will not come from Freetown alone. Kono must rescue itself. We don't see say boku splinter groups then in a Kono district. And Kono picking themselves within the diaspora, lots and lots of splinter groups then they. And then groups they all get one objective when a development for Kono district. But waiting lacking, waiting missing, now the collaboration we know the between them groups then they. Everybody want to do your own stuff differently, and when they find out, so when they duplicate a lot of projects, lots of projects are being duplicated. And if we all collaborate and decide, say we put everything together, We go see how that go help Kono district. It go translate into very high percentage of productivity. We go see how we youth man go benefit the youth them. When I say youth man, both boys and girls, and everybody when a community member inside Kono district. So what thing go be with responsibilities them as people of Kono and as people of Sierra Leone? Community ownership of development projects. We need for start for own projects them. Let us not left everything to outsiders them. We say, oh, pass somebody come abroad, pass investors and come when are foreigners them before we go able experience development. We ourselves can be investors. So let we think about community ownership of development projects. Let we reject illegal mining and environmental abuse. We see how companies in the camp, some not even get the correct paper, then can then rush inside, we bush them, then start for mine. And we authorities themselves knocking mine for actually follow up with them company then they for see whether they get correct paper or how they manage get them paper then. We for also pay local tax and rates. Let we devise methods where at least we go able to collect tax and then tax then they go be translated into development within we municipalities and within the district. Let we support local businesses. Again, this now one problem where they affect we in Sierra Leone, not to just Kono district. Where Sierra Leonean open business and then Lebanese man or somebody else, I know they just pick Lebanese man and are just an example. A foreigner open the same kind of business, we'll find out say most times people go left that Saloma in your own business, then go to the foreigner in your own business because they feel say now get the quality product. This not the perception way they make we own brothers and sisters there, where they open business in Sierra Leone, where they make them not they succeed because we not trust we own people them for say they go give we quality service. We trust foreigners them more than how we trust we self. So we also need for protect peace and social cohesion. Let we maintain peace. Boku time people then they become very angry at each other, and it's so easy for let somebody take knife, or sometimes very rarely when they see then they shoot people them, the life they go, and very little or nothing not they come out of them thing and they. So now one thing and the way the international world they look at it very seriously, how they protect human lives, how they protect the one they will not get the one they will less fortunate people than our society then. Also, let we hold we leader them accountable, not for worship them all the time. We need for hold we leaders them accountable, and we leaders themselves for understand say holding them accountable not to think anything personal against them, but we the citizens are merely doing our job, and if we not do that, we self now accomplice to corruption. Under that, I get a deep question. Are Kono people ready to sacrifice short-term gain for long-term development? Let we ask ourselves that. Boku time we always look for short-term benefit, and we forget about the long-term gains that we're supposed to forget. We will continue for talk about the same points that we had raised up. Number 5, now role of leaders, political leaders, traditional leaders, religious leaders, and the diaspora. Which role they all for play in their own capacity. So I go come first to the political leaders then. Transparency now one thing we will not see much with politicians then. So transparent use of mining revenue a very key to the development of Kono district. When mining revenue companies then get that and then give to the politicians then, if not then they get them, or then give to the traditional leaders them, if not then they get them, let we use them responsibly for develop a place. Again, under political leaders, development planning beyond elections. Not only during election time where they plan for develop. After we election done, what thing them politicians then they do for translate the messages them into concrete realities. That now another thing we politicians then supposed for develop on. Fighting corruption openly. we dey fight corruption openly, we dey talk about am, we dey write about am, we dey allow people dem for ask questions, we no victimize dem, we no make dem feel very vindicted, then we go see say yes, we serious for stop corruption. But if we shut people dem mouth and we're not transparent about corruption at political level, that go push Kano go bien. That go push Sierra Leone go bien too. So to with traditional leaders dem, wetin na their own role? Dem get for do fair land allocation. Dem not just for dey give land to people dem no more at random or arbitrarily, e get for be controlled. Also community unity over politics. Dem for make sure say dem create more strategies for unite dem communities dem, and dem not try for put politics inside dem committees dem or dem processes dem wey dem dey use for unite the people. Also protecting community interest against exploitative mining. We dey see how we chief dem can say the mining concessions dem wey dem company dem dey get, na government dey give dem, people dem dem no get hands. Yes, to a greater extent that is true, but that no mean say dem sef no for ask questions. If dem see thing wey dey happen na dem chiefdom wey no correct, na dem place for let dem ask questions. E no wrong if you ask president, e no wrong if you ask the minister of mines or environmental protection agencies dem for wey dem no dey do dem job, na you chiefdom correctly, na you right for let you ask dem questions dem dey. That's not to filter to them, not to challenging the authorities, but you are just doing your job. So we dey expect to traditional leaders dem for protect dem community against exploitative mining. And if you not satisfied with any contract wey a mining company come with, na your chiefdom, na you place for let you raise that particular alarm dey with your chiefdom committee members dem. Then together with them committee members dem dey, una go plan a way for meet the authorities dem wey dey give dem land dem dey without una the chief dem permission. Wetin the religious leaders dem suppose for do? Therefore become peace builders. Therefore engage highly in peace building, moral accountability, because then na people the way everybody suppose for copy from. Now then they hold the moral integrity in our society. They also for embark on youth mentorship, because then religious leaders then get a greater role for play inside with youth than life. If then youth then understand for say then get good guidance counselors them inside the religious leaders them, we will get boku picking the way no go take into drug addiction. Under the same role, I can now to the diaspora. What in the diaspora supposed for do? Therefore invest, not just remittance. For the send money through then different remittance organizations, that no go help. Let we see how diaspora people then they invest money into the economy, and then they make employment for young man them and young woman them, and also we municipalities them, the district go raise taxes and it will raise fund. Also the knowledge transfer. We see say during the wartime boku brain drain been dey. Boku bookman then left, the salon picking the way sabi book then left. Today then they develop other parts of the world. So if we encourage, if we discourage brain drain and encourage we diaspora them for transfer their knowledge into Sierra Leone, particularly so into Kono district, that could be a very big benefit. As we speak, the Kono University, they try for ask the diaspora for support the Kono University, for find all ways and means for put hand under the university in different aspects. Either the one they win academicians them, how they will support. The one they win investors them, how they will support the university. We know say yes, government they give money, but we serve as Kono picking them. What we supposed for do for support the university, that's not something we for think about. The diaspora for become advocacy for Kono at national and international level. We see some boku diaspora organizations and they advocate for Kono. One pandemic group that are executives of Kono organizations. They like it today as I dey speak to una, boku person dey feel say that organization dey come for Puel Kono. But evidence don dey show now say indeed dem come for talk on behalf of the voiceless people dem na Kono district, and the one day wey dey feel say ECHO or executives of Kono organization come for destroy Kono, dem don begin dey see for say na dem wrong and ECHO dem right, and all the other people dem wey dey support ECHO dem right. So wetin na the hard question wey I go ask under this responsibility and sharing of roles? Are Kono leaders servants of the people or beneficiaries of Kono's suffering? We leader them, then are servant for the people them, or then they benefit out of the suffering where the people then they suffer? This na the hard question wey we all for ponder over again. Point number 6 where I want for Kanto na peace building and social cohesion. How would they bring peace? How would they stop plaba between each other? Whether you dey na one party, the other person dey na the other party. How we foresee each other as Sierra Leoneans first before belonging to political parties. How we foresee each other as Sierra Leoneans first before belonging to regions or tribes. So if we not clinch too long or too much on political parties, we'll not clinch too much on tribe, we'll not clinch too much on regional sentiment, we go develop with country and we go able to develop Kono district. So what are the challenges that we will face under peace building? We get political violence. We're very eminent inside Sierra Leone. Political violence can be verbally, it can be physically, it can be psychologically, mentally. Because some mental torture than the way people then they get out of political violence, even more than the physical way they inflict on them. Youth manipulation. When election time reach, now they turn the youth, then they become very important. Politicians then they run after them, helter skelter. Wherever then they follow them. Some politicians they even decide for go sit down at ghetto. When you know say inside that ghetto they drugs and they other things and they, but because they want votes from them people then they follow them, then they support them for do them bad thing and they. So that's not one thing, how then they manipulate the youth for do bad, and how then they manipulate the youth for do the wrong thing. Land disputes, that's not one challenge we will get. Inside chiefdoms, land dispute day. Within the district, land dispute day. I always make mention of the dispute we been there na Benson chiefdom between two villages where the people they take machetes for each other. Some they take gun for say if a special piece of land the way they fight over. But I believe say the authorities them been don't handle that, and we want to tell them thank you for that. Also under challenges we get mining related conflicts. We get mining related conflicts, people in the fight for land, people in the see how mining rules them, policies them, they affect adversely the communities, the people, the life of the people them. Then in the some man we not want for let them do mining, some man we want let them do mining, how the mining and they happen, the rules them, the regulations, the policies are not well being implied or applied. So now some of them things and they bring challenges them in peace building na Kono district and by large inside Sierra Leone. Okay, with all them challenges them, what are some possible solutions? Some of the possible solutions we are get under this one, peace building, community dialogue forums. Let we form them community dialogue forums indeed. I want to suggest to the Paramount chief them, the body of Paramount chiefs, for let them get a committee where they liaise diaspora with the chiefdom them, with the district particularly actually. If they can able select representatives from each chiefdom for constitute a diaspora committee, we will be a liaison between diaspora them and the chiefdom and district itself. That could be a very good committee where at least we will be able to talk to each other. Then misconceptions, misunderstandings, then things the way we want to find out more about, we'll be able to channel them through the organized group. Right now, yes, we know say groups then the way they work with the Paramount chief them, groups then the way they work with the district council chairman and other stakeholders in a corner district. But it go fine if we collaborate, we put we efforts then together and make sure say we all fight the same thing collectively. Because if we put we efforts then together, we go see rapid development to take place. Also under solutions, youth peace ambassadors. Let we appoint or elect peace ambassadors. Now every chiefdom, then peace ambassadors them for meet once every month or once every quarterly period. When they meet, then they put strategies together how for create peace, maintain the peace, and sustain them. So that during election time, them peace ambassadors them, even musicians them, we can involve them in becoming peace ambassadors. I see recently one we call musician when Sando Ekomot, when Sando Ekomot, I think na Father C, he travel along the district, the chiefdom, Sando chiefdom, they preach peace. We want to see let the district create peace ambassadors where we get representative from every chiefdom, and then peace ambassadors and they among the youths then will become instruments of peace during election, during any time where we need them, then we'll make sure they maintain peace inside the district. Next, forget cross chiefdom development projects. Let chiefdom then they get projects the way they serve the interest of chiefdom, the way share boundaries where they all go benefit out of. That go make the people then from then chiefdom then they create more bond between them, and picking the way then at the diaspora we come on at then chiefdom then we share boundaries then go also support them cross chiefdom development projects then they. Also traditional conflict resolution mechanism with Paramount chiefdom. Every chiefdom suppose forget traditional conflict resolution mechanism. And not say some of them see us where they give us solutions, it is already existing. Excuse me. It might be existing in sorry. It go down they exist now some of the chiefdom them. But let we reinforce them. Let we make them transparent. Let we make sure say everybody in a corner district aware say that committee day and when problems they happen, now they were supposed for meet. So then conflict resolution mechanism then they let we put them together. It go mean a lot to the chiefdom. It go help the paramount chief. It go help the section chief. It go help the town chief them. Once then thing and we give them power for let them do them work, will not interfere with their decision making. It go a long way. Next we get under solutions now media responsibility. Media in the sense newspaper them, radio, television, and even town criers. Now media then our villages and our towns them. Waiting at their own responsibility for make sure say them become part of the peace building model and how for sustain the peace now we communities then. So media outlets them can help for strengthening peace. Some media outlet them can also become perpetrators of violence. So now some of them things they would expect for let we use as solutions them. Let we use with media them positively. Let we not use media as political arms for victimize or vindicate other people them. So the deep question under that could be this: can Kono develop without first healing its internal divisions? If we not heal with internal divisions, we go develop? Let this be a question for everybody where they listen to me. Next, we go to point number 7 where I get when a roadmap to a new Kono 10 to 20 year vision. A roadmap to a new Kono. Step number 1, Kono development vision. A people-driven development blueprint we suppose for create that day. And how we go create that day? Now where we all collaborate together. The Paramount chief then collaborate. Then the diaspora people then collaborate. The politicians then all collaborate with each other. Then groups that where they call so they all supposed to get a committee we get representation inside the committee then develop a people driven development blueprint. How we for develop a human capacity for let that they translate into district development. A very important. We also need under the Kono development vision, we need for set clear goals inside there in terms of jobs, roads, education, health and environment. We forget define goals then, how we hope for achieve them thing and day, and how we for support the institutions then for achieve them thing and day. Most times government they promise will they make this road, will they do this, or will they build this school for now, will they build hospital. Yes, this all a good thing, but we ourselves, how we go participate for make them thing and they become reality. Step number 2 under the roadmap to a new Kono na resource accountability. Community monitoring of mining funds. Then they will for make them very transparent as I've been done talk before. Then community funds they will they get from mining companies then for put them out transparently, let the community see them and then decide how for use that money they. Public reporting of revenues then they for be a norm, it for be on a very regular basis. Social contracts with mining companies then they serve we need for make sure say it become very accountable and then people therefore participate in that. Step number 3, I get youth-centered development. Skill training centers. We need for open boku skill training centers. Because if we want to take the picking them out of the mining areas then, we need for create an alternative outside them for day. It just start like you want for drive people there, let them not sit down a street for sell, they market them, but you not build market outside them for go sit down. So this not the thing. You want for pull people in the street, you want for pull Christmas in the street, you get for build place outside the kill the Christmas then go. You want for pull bad people in the street, you get for provide opportunity where then get for use as the life saving mechanisms then. So this is very important. We need for start for get skills training centers for the youth then. Next we go get a cooperative farming schemes then. A day now right now na Kono district, but let we improve on that. We know say farming they improve na Kono district na different chiefdoms, but let we improve on that more. Start-up support and microfinance. Then they say I know say I believe say microfinancing there, but let we entrench that more into the communities there. Next we get environmental restoration. The mining policies them we talk say any say way company them mine, where people them mine them for close and back. Let we chief them hold this very strong. Let we politicians them hold this very strong. The district chairman, the SDO, and everybody were responsible for decision making in Kono district. For let them lock their mining pits them. Now number one thing that the way we for fight for. Because we don't see waiting down they happen at Kumoro, where people that they left underground when they go find gold. We also don't see how people that don't die in Akwedu Limited, where the underground, where Bokutin will not see better thing they no steps not the way they don't take, we will stop them thing and day. So we need for actually maintain that environmental restoration there. Inside there, reclaiming mining pits, tree planting and land recovery, and water protection. Number 5, when at the last point under this roadmap to New Kono, the 5th point na strong institutions then. we need for get strong institutions there, and then institutions and they not for be politically biased, and they not for encourage bribery and corruption, and we the people themselves supposed for respect their institutions, and they will not for be accomplices then for go corrupt the people the way they work at their institutions and they. So let we empower with local councils, let we strengthen civil society, and let we become independent media oversight them. Let we media them become very, very much independent. Under this, I get the vision question. Let we listen to them question the way they ask. What should Kono look like in 2040? Mining camps or modern communities? How we see Kono inside 2040? Na boku mining camps they would anticipate for see, or na a very modern society, a community, well-driven society would they see? This na the question we are they ask under this roadmap to a new Kono in the next 10 to 20 years up to the 40th year, as I say. So the hard questions then, where are they ask? And also right now, when I way they listen to me, when I go like for take them question then down. Hard questions for radio discussions or for group discussions, community discussions, in on a private areas then. Who truly benefits from diamonds in Kono? Who that they benefit from diamonds in Kono? When I answer that question there, now on your own quiet time. Should mining be restricted or reformed? That's not the next question. Are youths victims or accomplices in Kono's problems? Can Kono unite beyond party politics? Should traditional leaders be held legally accountable? What role should women play in post-mining Kono? Is peace possible without economic justice? What will history say about this generation of Kono people? Wetin history go say about we waited today, we will not get for it in the next 50, 60 years. Wetin history go say about we? Make this go to every Kono person. This not to just for chief, this not to just for politicians, but every individual within a Kono. Any decision where you make go either help for make Kono or it go help for poor Kono district. And say we so, then decisions and they go help for make Sierra Leone or for destroy Sierra Leone. Finally, I want for counter this. Diamonds are finished, but Kono is not finished. Gold may be gone, but the people of Kono will remain. The next wealth of Kono must be its unity, its skills, its land, and its vision. This message, not just for people in Kono, na message na a template for every part of Sierra Leone. If we want to develop, we get to understand that collaboration is key to development, and transparency na another key to development, and anything we get to do with bias, decision making, will destroy development. Let we join hands together as citizens of Sierra Leone. Let we join hands together as picking away common and Kono district for let we help Kono and let we help Sierra Leone. I want to tell you now thank you we don't listen to this program. Me na David Bongo. I tell boku thank you to una we don't subscribe. If you not subscribe it, I encourage you, let you subscribe, let you share, and let you communicate this message to your community where you belong, to your group where you belong. Let we understand say now only peace go bring development. Now only respect for each other go bring peace, and that peace go bring development. Again, I want to say goodbye to una all. Thank you to una all. Executives of Kono organizations, wanna keep doing the job wanna they do best. All other Kono groups them wanna keep doing the job